Let's see if this connects. If this connect. Okay, there it is, connects. Okay. Critical analytics. This is critical analytics, but it's an angel class on the harvest. Okay, see. It's over. Now y'all ought to be live in a minute. Oh, hold on. There you go. See, all live. Okay. Let's get this right here. Now, this is the hard part. I got to take and share my screen. That's the hard part. Okay, welcome everyone. Okay, this is going to be on the harvest. And it's Q&A. What's going on here? Why is it doing that? Oh, that's why. Get a little confused here. It's Q&A, so you can ask questions. So I'm going to walk through it. And so I can share my screen if this, see if it works. Where's that at? Okay, share the screen. And there it is right there. Share that one. And we're going to, okay, I don't think it's going to work exactly like I. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But see, that's the problem. You can see the screen, but now you're not going to be recording on the, that's not going to work too well. That's not going to work too well. Okay, let's try something else here. Oh, okay. That's the way to do it. No, that didn't work either. Okay, I'm not going. I don't think I'm gonna get this. Okay, there's. Can you still see the screen? Can you still see the screen?
Sir.
Okay. There we go. Okay. The angel key. Now this is a follow-up of the one I did on Joseph, basically, because Joseph showed you both sides, the before and after. This one deals with just the after. Show how they all connect together. Okay, this is the harvest. Okay, let's see here. Slowing down. Okay, now it's talking about the harvest. Now those familiar with angel key here, okay, and it talks about this, which says, okay, I saw the Lamb having stood upon the Mount Zion, he had 144,000. Okay, so at this point in time, right, this is where we are right now in time. Now, one thing to say about that, you see all this stuff going in the Middle East? I don't know if you all missed that or not, or maybe I didn't see it clearly enough, but it says there was this great wind that blew in the sixth seal, and that it caused the fig trees before they was ready, the figs before it's ready. And I said, that's Iran moving up. So that's what you see right there, because they're moving up towards, in other words, they're putting their wind, they're moving. So they're moving up, and you see right now the tensions are building, and everybody's talking about war over there now, because Iran is putting pressure, right, on, and they say not doing the JCPOA, they put pressure on them, and everybody's saying they should not go to JCPOA, They said, well, if they don't, they're going to have to go to war because they're going to let them have nuclear weapons, all this kind of stuff. So that's where we are right now. So the wind is blowing on America, falls Israel, and Britain. See, so that's where we are in time in this story. See, okay. Okay. So then it says, well, I'm not going to read all this, but you can follow it, right? And a voice out of heaven, voice of many waters. See, it says no one was able to learn this song. This is the angel, except 144,000. So it's nothing changed yet. Still right here. Okay, now the war takes place. See, another angel saying, follow, saying, she fell. Babylon the Great, she fell. We see it. Okay, that's where the war takes, and they're kicked out. Because we see Iran and Syria, that's called mid-heaven. So now they're kicked out of mid-heaven back to the earth. Okay? Now I want to say one thing here. I hope everybody understands how this works. We have a flow. The flow remains the same. The flow doesn't change. The only time you saw exception when we talk about Adam and Eve, because it says that that was their plan, and it showed parallel to Allah's plan. See, what's going on here? Okay, so we understand the sequence. We have to understand the sequence. But every chapter's symbols are going to be different. The symbols are going to be different in each chapter. So that means when you go to another chapter, the sequence is not going to change, just the symbol is going to change. So you're going to see different symbols. Sometimes they mix symbols from different chapters. If you go outside the angel, like to Genesis or Exodus, they'll be totally different symbols. And they mix them up. That's why you have to be really, really clever with these symbols. Okay. Is everyone still there? Because I can't see anyone anymore, the way I got this set up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just send a cruise missile if you don't hear me anymore. Okay. Well, no, don't do that. Okay, now here's where it's talking about she fell. Now we know what this means, right? This is when America, they're kicked out. Now they're going to war in Europe. Now they're going to war in Orient, China and Korea. It's also they're attacking us. That's what it said, but they was pregnant. See, they don't talk about that here, but we understand that's what that means, but using different symbols here. See. So this is at this point in time, this is what's about to happen. First get kicked out, and then immediately they get into war with Russia and EU, and also China and India. Okay. So next. Okay, I'm just bringing this up together, right? But it's giving a description, so you can follow that about all his sins, all that kind of stuff, and also about the 666. Some of those who worship an image of hers, those who worship false Israel. They tell you who they are. They're the demons. That in chapter 17. So we're not going all that. I'm just going to focus on this particular chapter here. But all this other stuff just gives some background information. Her judgments. See. And it follows pretty closely what's happening in chapter 18 too. Okay. Okay. So, and then it's talking more about the judgments here, right? So nothing's changed. Still, there's more descriptive stuff. Okay. Still the same thing. In other words, they're preparing, right? Because we know what happens, but this is when abomination of desolation, and they're told to flee to the mountains. Now we know where the sickles up there, those are also the mountains. In this chapter, they're called sickles. And we know when, and they're also the four winds. So when the four winds blow, that's when the resurrection takes place. And that's what this chapter is about. It focuses on that. That's the sickles there. Okay, let's go on. It's not a very complicated chapter once you understand other stuff. Okay, what's going on here? Oh boy. There you go. Okay. What's no? Another still change. Okay, now it said that there was one sitting on the cloud, and he had a sickle. Now, who sat on the cloud? We know that the four demons, they're also the four horses, they're also the four horses, the four demons, they're also the four voices. So, and he's the white one, the white cloud, so that would be like white horse. So that's Farad. He's the one, right? And he has the sickle. Now remember, I said he's the one that released the four winds. That's where I get that from, because it's telling you right here. Somebody's got their microphone on. Someone needs to shut their microphone off. Someone needs to shut their microphone off. Someone needs to shut their microphone off. Okay. See here? When I said that Farad released the four winds, see, it's telling you that here because it's telling he's the one released the sickles, which are the four winds. See, I put these things together. That's why I say he's the one release it. And through the setting and through the setting upon the cloud, the sickle. So he's the one sitting on the cloud. He's the one releasing the four winds. Hope everybody understand that. So, because it's going to harvest those in the earth. Who's in the earth? That's us. See, that's four winds. See, this also, when I was talking about in Exodus where the winds blow and the rivers departed and everything, and then they came up on dry land, same thing, same story. Okay, so he threw his sickle in, and then he harvests. That's what sickle does, harvest. So he harvests, that's the resurrection. Yes.
Is the screen half, or I'm just seeing half the screen?
There's two parts to the screen. What part are you seeing?
A half of both of them?
Yeah, well, yeah. There's two parts to it. It's like a book, 2 pages.
Yeah, but I'm only seeing like a part of both of them. I can't see the whole. I'm not seeing the whole screen on both of them.
Well, what part are you seeing?
Both of them. Like the middle of the from the middle, and I see 2 lanes of the key and half of the scripture.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's
We see it clear or not?
Y'all see it clearly? Sister Tim, you say you see it okay?
Yeah.
You said you see it
Yeah, I
okay?
see it okay.
Well, what you using? Brother Malik, what you got? You on your phone?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
using
yes.
my computer.
Well, maybe you need to upgrade. Is everybody else having the same problem?
No, sir. We can see it clear.
I don't know what to tell you, Brother Malik.
Well,
And you said you see it on your laptop. Okay, well we're gonna record it.
That's all right.
I'm not even. I forgot. I'm not even recording this. Got recorded. Oops.
I can see it when I shrink it down. I can't see it when I got it big.
You got it now? You see it now?
I mean, I can't. No, I'm gonna have to shrink it down.
Okay, yeah, you maybe your resolution too high. Should be 100 probably. Okay, so so that's the harvest they're talking about. That's first resurrection there. That's when all black folks come together. We already talked about that, right? All come together, right? That's the harvest they talk about when the chaff and the wheat they all come together. That's the same story, and this is at the point where they've been separated out. See, so it's talking about two sickles. This is the first we saw. The first sickle is now. This is the second sickle here. This is sickle here. We'll go to the next page. Oh boy. I might, this thing don't blow up. Okay. Then it says, I saw another angel, right? He have a sickle also. See? That's the angel that's under Farah. He has a sickle also. His sickle is the demon and the saint there. Okay. And so it gives you some more information here, right? So you can read that. I'm just keep this short because mostly I'm just testing, see if I can see if this will work on this computer or not. See, now he throw his sickle in. This is the New Jerusalem. So that's where he separated demons out. That's what that story is telling us. See, so that's a so this is what we talked about. Joseph. Remember, it's two sides, the before and after. This just concentrates on the after. And then it talks about that the blood came up to the horse's brow. Now we know the horse under Farad, that's a horse also. In that position, that's a horse. And this is the blood, if we understand, you know, what position these are. That's what it says. This is a horse, and said the blood came up the horse's brow. So it said it was 1600, right? So you see it right here. See, well, it only comes to here. But what is it telling you? See, you see the next slide where it's telling you. The demons are wiped out. So now it adds up. See, each chapter tells you a little more information than the other ones did. So the demons, they get wiped out, right? They're getting wiped out. And as I think I mentioned, mentioned that before, that once we leave here, you go to the tribulation period, right? And the demons are fighting, because that's the story of Samson. Remember, he destroyed the two pillars, but he killed himself in the process. So they're fighting. They're war. They're at war with America, tearing America apart. So just before China and India comes in here, right? They're wiped out. So that's what's trying to get a little more information. So they can totally wipe out. That's what it's telling you. Just a little more information. See, that's why I said a war swim. So that's each one of those. It sounds like sometimes sounds redundant. No, each one gives a little more information. See, so well, that's the same thing as those. No, each one gives a little more information than the other ones do. So in other words, they're tearing this country apart, but then they're getting wiped out just as America's being invaded by the goat, China and India. So I hope you understand that. So I'm thinking that's pretty much it. Yeah. So I'm going to, let's see how I'm going to do this now. Okay, I'm going to cut this out, that down, and I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Okay.
This will be on YouTube, so we can rewatch, right?
Yes. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. Let me see if it's still recording. Yeah, it still looks good. Okay. Are there any questions about that? Someone needs to turn their someone needs to turn their audio off. So any questions? No questions?
No, sir, I don't have any questions because I would like to watch it over again to see you do that again to make sure, but I don't really have any questions like I got confused. However, I do want to make sure I understand fully and rewatch it.
Okay. But I hope everybody, you know, the original why we had the
I'm not confused with anything you shared.
the original reason why we had the Sunday classes And so we can go over questions about the angel. So I want to make sure everybody understand how this process works. We didn't change the sequence, just the symbols change in each situation. Each chapter have different symbols. So like in one chapter, the sickle are the four winds. Another chapter is the mountains, right? Another chapter is sickle. And so you just have to take the map, that symbols from that chapter into the key. Key is not going to change. The
Right.
symbols
You
just
put them
change.
into the
Right.
right.
Because we still talking about the same sequence. We
Yeah.
didn't change sequence whatsoever. None. All we're saying is that chapter has different
Exactly.
symbols. Right.
Just the symbols. You have to put those symbols in there. What represent this symbol represent
Right.
with the key. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So in this case, the
Yes,
four
sir.
winds are the sickle. But see, that's why I always said that
Right.
Farah is going to
Right.
release
So
them.
right. It makes
I said Farah, he's going to be one that's going to release the. It tells you exactly because he's the one that cast the sickle, and that's the four winds.
right.
So that's why I say
Yes,
some things
sir.
I say
Right.
because I'm using information from some other chapter. So every time you go into a different chapter, every time you go into a different verse, different book, it's going to give you a little more information, little difference from. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be some little bit of information that you're going to get that you probably wouldn't have got someplace else. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's where it works. So the sequence, but if you memorize the sequence,
Right. So you
right,
should be able to put it.
then all you got to do is go in and try to find the symbols, how they fit in there. But sequence not changed. The only exception with that I found was the story of Adam and Eve, because remember, they attacked before the war. That was their plan.
Right.
But that's why it says in
That's
chapter
their plan. Right.
in the sixth seal that it happened before they was ready.
Right. Because of the figs. Right.
Yes.
Before the figs.
Right.
Right.
But unless, like I said, I haven't mapped everything in the Bible into this. If I did that, I would be talking to y'all for another 30 years. Because I'm telling you, it's just so
Yes,
much,
sir.
right? There's so much. So y'all got a whole open field of work, and if y'all want to go out there and do that. Oh, by the way, brother David, that was powerful. I didn't know that myself. That thing you sent me about don't seek reward or something like that. What chapter you get that out of? How'd you find that?
Oh, yes, sir. Let me see. Hold on, real quick. That was out of Genesis chapter.
Just send me the
Yeah, that was Genesis.
just send it to me in a message.
Okay, I got it.
Okay?
What was it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
What was it?
because I didn't see it myself. Like I said, I didn't see everything. I said, that was a good one, right? So somebody said,
What you sharing?
Brother David
What you
explained.
sharing?
Brother David, Brother Malik asked him. Is he there?
Oh, which verse did you? Which verse was you talking about?
No, you're talking about the verse where it says, "Don't follow the one that wants a reward" or something. Follow the one that don't want a reward or something like that. You just sent it today. You said the post.
Oh, you said
Oh,
like today?
you talking about the Quran?
No, I don't know what you got. It's just you didn't put the verse. You put the verse, but you didn't say where you got it from. It says, "Don't follow the one that doesn't want a reward."
Oh, yes, sir. That came out the Quran.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it say follow him who asks for no reward,
Oh,
and they are on the right course.
oh, okay. That's a good one. I don't remember that one. I can't keep it everything.
Yes, sir.
That's what y'all for. I can keep it with everything. So that's a good one. So I'm gonna use that one. So I said, where you get that from, man? That's a great one. So somebody's been researching. Okay, so unless there's any questions, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them. Because I think we need to understand the basic idea of how the AL-INJIL key works. From there, then we can study.
Yes, sir.
From there, we can study, deeper into it. But the sequence, I think I'm gonna go back. I told Rob Malik I'm gonna go back and get some of the old stuff I did that was simpler and repost it, so you can follow. See, the sequence doesn't change. It's just the symbols change depending on the chapter or the verse that you get the information from. And that's how you know you got it right, when you can map it into there. Then you know what it's saying, and then you can get a little more information, because there's so much information there. But every time I pull one and put it in there, I learned something a little more than I knew before. Give me a little more detail. See? Okay, any other questions? I'm not going to let y'all go, but see, apparently this worked, so I guess my equipment held up so far. Because we was trying to do this before, remember, it wouldn't work. So,
Yes, sir.
so if we can do this live, then if you all want to, we can do something like that, maybe on a weekly basis, something like that. And because we can bring people in. I didn't try that part, because we should be able to send the link. No, you won't be able to do that, because you can't bring so many people in on Facebook Messenger, right?
Yeah, they have to have Messenger.
Yeah, but they limit it. You can't. You only have so
Or they
many
have to
people.
add it
Yeah, but you only have about.
in our group.
But you only have about 7 to 8 people, though, right? You can't have but so many people. Because when I send it, I have to knock some people off the list before it let me send. So you really can't bring people in unless you knock people out. You follow me?
Right.
So maybe you can do that with
Yes, sir.
Google, but I'm not sure we want to go that direction. Anyway,
Is this a lie? This a lie?
yes, it's live. They got you.
Yeah, it's live.
They got you. Got you. They got you. Too late
Okay.
now.
So if it's live,
They got you.
is it so we can be present with viewing and
Yeah.
others can just
Yes, on YouTube.
listen?
Yes, on YouTube. I can take and send the link, and they can. But I mean, if you want to bring them on the screen though, because I'm using Messenger, right? So if they want to appear, we can give them the link so they can look at it. But they can look at it anyway. So I'm not sure what that's going to buy us. If we send them the link, the whole idea was to bring links so they could come in, and then they could talk and ask questions. Be visible. But to do that, we have to knock somebody out if we have all people on the group in. Because I don't think you can allow, I think 9 people is the limit or something like that. But we ain't there yet, so worry about that when we get there. I was primarily seeing if this would work. So apparently it worked. I tried a whole different method. Seemed like it's working.
It said someone called us from the call for action. Someone called our number, but it said it was unknown, so we were not able to return the call.
Well,
Like they called private.
Well, did they say anything?
No message was sent or anything. They just called the number.
Well, like I said, I'm not telling anybody anything. My advice is, don't leave a message. They don't exist. I'll go for the message.
Right.
See,
Yes, sir.
because if they're doing like that, they probably got something negative to say.
Right, that's what I was like. That's weird.
Yeah, I went out there and deleted all the messages, but apparently if I delete them, you can still see them. So you have to delete them yourself.
Yes, sir.
Because you got people out there they want to give a whole paragraph of their BS. We don't ask you any questions. We're trying to give information. If you got something to say, go get your own ad. We pick you back on ours. We ain't interested in that. So we ain't interested in what you're talking about. We got here to give information. We're not here to be listening to whatever you're talking about, right? So they talking about all this advice they're giving us and everything, and so okay, whatever. One guy says, what he said? He says, wise people something. That's not the same one I talked about earlier, but somebody got to me. Somebody wise people something. I forgot. I said, okay, whatever. So.
Yes, sir.
They're homeless or something. I don't know what their problem is, but we ain't interested. Right. Okay, anything else, brothers and sisters? But like I said before I close out, if you have any question whatsoever, let me know, because we need to be sure everybody understands this. You know, because I benefit from that too, because maybe I know better how to present it. That's like Brother Malik was saying, you know, if I'm just studying it and I have an audience, I'm not sure how effective I am the way I'm communicating it. When people give me feedback, I say, oh, I need to communicate this way or communicate that way. So please don't
Yes, sir.
hesitate. If you don't understand something, anything, right? Don't let it percolate. Just let me know. When stuff percolates, you know, end up blowing up. We don't want that.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for your participation. And I suggested to Brother Malik, if you have any question, the reason why we did Sunday is that the purpose of Sunday was to really to understand the angel, but we turned it to giving classes. But if y'all think we need to go back over the angel again from scratch, let me know. I have no problem doing that.
Right.
Okay.
I'm coming in late. I definitely
Pardon?
was taking the hits.
Somebody said something?
Yeah, this Mustafa.
Okay.
I said I'm just coming on, so I definitely start learning the HP. I just be working at the time that y'all be teaching. I be working.
Okay, we can barely hear you, but I understand what you're saying. But you got all these Indian warriors here. They're available. You know, they can give you the basics.
Oh yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you know, they ain't saying anything, but they know a lot more than they saying. All right. Anything else, brothers and sisters?
I,
What? What's that?
well, I don't mind you talking about it turning back into angel classes where we speak about the angel.
What? Say it again.
I mean, I said, I took the baby's vote. I said I don't mind it we turn it back into classes where you teaching us about the angel from the start. I mean, we don't have to start over, but like you shared, what you just shared, that either we could talk about the class like we've been doing, or talk about the angel.
Well, what we can do is we can keep going. We're going. Everybody can give their the first part, and the second part we can go into a Q&A, and we can start, you know, from the basic or whatever. You all tell me. Look,
Okay.
this is for you all. I tell you, it's not about me. It's about you all. I need to know how you want it. You tell me. When you go to the restaurant, I don't tell you. You don't tell the waiter. The waiter don't tell you what you want, right? You tell the waiter what you want, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yes,
the
sir.
waiter,
Yes, sir.
right? So I'm here to serve you. So you have to tell me what you need, and I'll make sure you get it. Tell me knowledge. If you don't understand something, let me know, and I'll make sure you get the information. That's the way you have to look at it, brother and sister. That's what that. If we start about Jesus, he said, you want to be you want to be great in hereafter. You have to be a servant. And my whole job here is to serve you.
Yes, sir.
Hope you understand that. I ain't Farrakhan. Everybody's supposed to be to serve him, right? I'm here to serve you. So you tell me how I can do that best.
Yes, sir.
Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I mean, I'm serious. That's the way it's supposed to work. Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna say I didn't record the first part. I didn't realize it. So, but I think you got enough of it. So well, online one is totally recorded. So I give you that one. But I record the other one, so I have that as a backup. Okay, so I get the link and I'll let you know. I send everybody the link.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
But
Well,